Welcome back to My Life Deliberately. I'm out in what I call my mini shed. This is the shed where I store my chainsaws, sharpen my chainsaw chains, and store the other logging tools that I use. But working out here in the winter, it's a little bit cold. I've got a thermometer over there and it's showing 29 degrees in here currently. So, which is bearable, but it is kind of cold if I go warm this place up there. So what I've done is I've bought an electric heater, 4800 watt. It's not any particular great brand or anything. It's a Comedy, I guess. I got it off of Amazon. I don't have an affiliate there or anything like that, but I'll go ahead and put a link to it in the description just so you guys can see what I got, and if you're interested, you can get one. And I think I've got everything out here that I'm going to need. It is 240 volts, and I do need to wire in an outlet for it, so I will be doing that, and I'll show you guys how I do it. So my first step is going to be to install this up on the rafters of the building. I'm going to put it out towards the door and point it towards the workbench here. And so this is rated for 400 square feet. This building's 228, so I'm hoping it'll heat this place up. And I do have some leftover insulation from my from building my pole barn, so I may use that at a later date to insulate this building. So we'll see how well this works, and we'll give it a try. So first step is installing this. So why an electric heater? I did consider like a kerosene or diesel heater. I also looked at propane heaters, but ultimately I decided on the electrical, mainly because of the consumables. I didn't want to have to keep buying fuel to do the heaters, and so I just considered electricity was the way to go. So installing this bracket wasn't too hard, but as you'll see in a second, getting the heater up there was a little more tricky. So this is when definitely could have used the third amp. That would have been great, you know. But I struggled a little bit, but ultimately I got it up there. Alright, well, next step is to install this electrical box along with this outlet, so I'll be able to plug it in, and then I'll run some conduit and wire over to my electrical panel. This heater is not hardwired directly to the heater itself. It requires an outlet, so that's why I'm installing an outlet here. The wire that I'm using is 10 gauge wire because I'm putting in a 30 amp circuit. So a quick search in the internet will show that for 30 amps you need 10 gauge wire. There is no white wire, a common wire, because it's 240 volts. So I have a black wire and a red wire, both going to a double pole breaker in the box, and so that's how I get the 240 volts. And then of course I have the green wire for the ground. Now this is a kind of a nifty little tape measure that a company called Inkerma sent me to try out. It uses a laser to do its measurements, and it also comes with a tape. The laser could do 130 feet and the tape could do 16 feet, and it displays the
measurements in meters, feet, inches, or feet and inches. And I can see where this would come in handy when you're working by yourself, like I do a lot, and you're trying to measure something a long distance, and the tape is always folding on you, and you're trying to stretch it out as far as you can. So using the laser would come really handy. Anyway, I plan to use this tape measure as my go-to tape measure for now, and so you'll probably see it in future videos coming up. And I'll get a feel for how much I like it, and I'll probably talk about it from time to time in videos and let you guys know how that's going and how I like it. I will put a link in the description to this tape measure in case any of you are interested in purchasing one. Because this was such a short run, I found it easier to just thread the wire through the conduit as I was going, rather than install all the conduit and then try to pull the wire through. Plus, it allowed me to connect the wires to the outlet down on the ground rather than try to do it up in the air. You'll notice also that I'm not gluing the conduit into place because it's indoors. It doesn't need to be watertight. So I'm just running the wires through, putting the conduit up there, and that also gives me the flexibility to take it apart someday if I have to, but hopefully that never happens. But I've got that option if I do it this way, so it'll be easier to make changes if necessary. When it comes to electricity, obviously safety needs to be a big concern. Um, if you don't know anything about electricity, then you're probably going to want to hire somebody to do this. If not, then you definitely need to educate yourself. If you don't know how to do it, then I wouldn't do it without educating myself first. Um, it helps to have somebody you can talk to who knows about electricity. I happen to have a very good friend who was and perhaps still is a licensed electrician, and so I'm always able to talk to him about my plans and what I'm doing just to make sure I'm doing it correctly. So, and obviously you want to follow the codes for the area that you're in. I mean, the codes are there for a reason, so that you're safe and you don't do something that's going to get you hurt or killed or cause a fire or something like that. So I always try to follow the codes and do it properly. And yeah, just electricity is not something to fool around with. If you need to do it safely. So, and I'll mention again here that I've got a double pole 30 amp breaker, and that's why there's no white common ground wire. There's just the ground, the black wire and the red wire, and both are going to power. So that's what gives me the 240 volts. So yeah, just be safe, guys. I also want to take the time to thank everybody for watching the videos, liking and subscribing. It's helped out the channel, and I took a little time off here this winter, but I'm back, and so I appreciate everybody sticking with me while I took a little vacation. But I'm back in the game, and we'll start putting out videos again. So once again, thanks for commenting, liking, and subscribing on the channel. It's been a good experience, and I appreciate it.
Alright, so that's the install. I've got the power turned back on, and this is the moment of truth. I haven't turned it on yet, so when I did flip the breaker, it did beep, so something's going on. But let me, got the remote here, let me turn the power on. Let's run this thing for about half an hour, and I'll clean up in here during the half hour, and then I'll see what it is. Right now it's 29 degrees in here, so let's turn it on and see what it's like in half an hour. That's a good sign. Alright, so I don't know anything about it yet because, like most people, I didn't read the instruction manual. But I think I've got it set for 66. I can smell a little bit of something, so it must be producing a little bit of heat. Yeah, I can feel the heat coming out, so let's give it a try for half an hour and see if it raises the temperature in here at all. Well, it's been running for half an hour. It was 29 degrees in here, and now it's gone up to 32. So 3 degrees. Every little bit helps, I guess. It's currently 25 degrees outside, so it's helping. I could always insulate the building, I guess. That would help, but that's a project for another day. I could set it for a timer. The unit does have the feature to set a timer, so I could come down, set a timer for an hour, and then come back in an hour and work, and probably be a little warmer in here. But anyway, it does help, takes the chill off a little bit. So hopefully running, if I'm out here working for a couple hours, it'll really make a difference. So anyway, I hope you guys got something from this install. If you did, if you could like and subscribe to the channel, that would help out a lot. It really helps. And I will see you guys in the next video. Thanks for watching.